even know, you know what I mean? What's going on, sir? He's very ripped though, to be honest. How you doing, sir? Nice, good shit. As soon as I complimented, he turned him around. That's the best. That's good shit. Guys, have we got any people in the back? Stand outside. We got a front row here. If you guys want to do it, I can move back if that makes you feel any safer. I'm not getting laid this whole festival, alright? I just realised that lady laughed. I got dibs. Alright. You might have realised that I'm very stoned for this, but I mean, who gives a shit, you know what I mean? Some guy sitting on the floor giving me the shaka. Fuck yes. I'm not from this country, but I'll Google it later. I like it. I'm actually from a place called Liverpool in England. No applause, that's fine. No, it's a long flight, get fucked, that's fine. But I've been coming here, this is my 4th year here. Yeah. Damn right. I'm actually 14 years old, so it really does age you. Excuse you. Where's everybody from? Where's the Australians? Give me a woo. Nice. Nimbin locals, give me a woo. Good shit. The same woo, but just more depressed. That's weird. Just like, fuck, I'm in a K-hole for 7 years. I don't even know, ketamine and drugs, take it, whatever. Where else is anybody from? If you're not from Australia or Nimbin, give me a woo. Now, say it, where are you from? Space. That doesn't surprise me at all, actually, to be honest. That's good shit. Where about in space?
The sky.
The sky. He should not be around children. Where else is anybody else from? England? Fuck, you answered that like it was a fucking game show. I love that shit. England? Where's my jet ski? Let's go. Where about in England? In Slough? I don't even know, but it sounds like a shithole, doesn't it, really? Slough? You never name anything good? Hey, it's got the best museum. What's it called? Slough. Yeah, sure. It's good shit. What are you doing here? You live here now? In Nimbin or in Australia? Armadale? Oh, somebody's bragging. Okay. Where else is everybody from? Any more internationals? Spain? Fuck yes. Have you got a very Spanish name, sir?
Yes.
Can you tell me? I'm in a bit of a rush.
Guillermo. It's hard to say.
I know my dick just got hard from you saying it, I'll tell you. That was sexy as fuck, that. Guillermo? Oh my lord, yo. Damn, are you with her, him, and everybody? You should be, yeah? That's sick, yo. You don't even have shoes on, but who gives a shit, yo? That's baller as hell. Nice. Well, thanks for coming. Guillermo. It sounds like a Nintendo game, but I like it, yo. It's sick. Good shit. In my mind, I'm crushing right now. That's the irony of it. You know what I mean? Dickheads. Anyway, guys, where is everybody else from? Might as well do everybody here. It's going to be a 6-hour show by the time of it, so. Where else we got? Anybody else? Overseas?
Ireland.
Ireland? Gross. Okay. Keep that to yourself. No wonder you're sitting on the floor. Over here, what have we got? With somebody else? Germany. Oh, fuck yeah. In that comedy show. Who would have picked it? Anyway. Shouldn't have the last joint, should I? Yeah, well. Don't you ask yourself that all the time? Strange lady that I'm getting way too close to. You know when you smoke a lot? Oh, how are you? You look like a soup Nazi. It's a topical reference from a Jerry Seinfeld show. Anyway. You're not looking too bad anymore, I'd rather talk to you. Anyway, guys, there is going to be jokes in this show when I finish. And we got a great lineup tonight. We got comedians from Australia, which is pretty easy to get, I guess. But we got from America as well. Give it up for American comedians, yes. English comedians, South African comedians, and whoever else is asleep backstage. We'll get them up here. It'll be fucking sick. I can't really bring on the first act to this, but has anyone got any questions at this point? I don't know if you think this is like an anti-weed rally at this point. You're looking at me, you're like, if that's what weed does to somebody, I don't want to smoke it anymore. You got a question, sir?
When does the comedy start?
When does the comedy start? Thank you. As soon as your hair starts growing back, you fucking dickhead. I might be high, but I still got a little fire in me, I'll tell you. Just because you're 30 centimetres away from the front row, I can still get you, I'll tell you.
We got a long way, man. This ain't gonna drive.
I know, that was the joke that I just told. Anyway, half of the people are enjoying this, half people are just like, what's going on? You know what I mean? What's your name, sir? Ray? What do you do for a living, Ray? You have a herb shop? Oh. You got one customer? That's it. It's gonna be a hard weekend for you. You're so stoned all the time, you don't even show up to open it. That's well, I'm having fun, so that's the main part. And we got a bunch of comedians to get through. Normally I'd like to bring them on to Mayhem, but you know what I mean? I haven't done my best job tonight. You haven't downstairs, so you can go fuck yourself. But everybody else seems to enjoy my presence. That was a hard no. Right there. Thank you. Oh, are you back on board? You creepy bastard, I love you. What have we got over there? We got Was that the police? You trying to shut down bad comedy? What's going on? You fucking dickheads, you little rascals. I don't know if she's real or if I'm on acid. What's your name, sir? In the corner. What are you? I was playing the Etihad Stadium yesterday. The joke. What's your name, sir? Scott? Nice. And who are you with tonight? What's the crew? His name's Crap? Crap? Like C-A-P? I mean C-R-A-P? Why is that? Oh really? Does it involve no condoms and a bunch of hookers? There's crabs. This lady gets it, and I didn't think you'd enjoy any of my comedy, so that's great for coming. Anyway, we got other comedians on tonight. I'm just going to do another hour and a half, and then we'll get them on. This is my festival too, okay? It's not right, Dad. Thank you very much. We got our first comic. All the way, show him a lot of love, guys, alright? I'm the most sober one out of all of them, so this is going to be a fucking shit show. But let's get it going. We got our first comic. Where is he? In the room. There he is, all the way from Sydney via, well, just Sydney, to be honest. Put your hands together, Gavin Scott!
How you doing, guys? You doing good? Doing good? That's good. Do you guys like using weed as like a creative tool? Yeah, like you smoke some weed, try to write some material and see what comes up with it. I found it's not the best thing for creativity because I just go between watching episodes of Seinfeld and seeing how many bowls of Fruit Loops I can eat. I've been recently trying acid to try to boost my creativity, so let's see how some of these jokes go. Have you ever watched a nature documentary and just expected them to be like, and that's when the animals turned on us? No? Okay. I thought that was really good. Man, this is why you don't watch nature documentaries on acid, because you think things are funny when they're not. Alright. Man, are you guys concerned about how you look to other people? Is that something that you're concerned with? It's a very normal human concern. Like, I've been experimenting with my look, because I've been told that, like, without the hat, I look somewhat intimidating, like, without the hat, which is weird because, I don't know, anyway. And, like, I found with the hat on, I look like, just like a heavy metal truck driver. And, like, with the hat backwards, I look like an unemployed Pokemon trainer. How do you guys, like, do you guys use dating apps? Is dating apps something you use? Yeah, this is a hard transition. No? Man, I dislike dating apps, man. I'm really bad at them. Like, I'm so bad at them, I recently checked the settings because I thought I put it on the wrong difficulty. I was like, surely there's an easy mode to this app. Can't be my parents. My friend recommended me Bumble, For those of you guys who don't know, that's the one where the girl has to approach the man first. And I was like, man, that app's going to be great for me because my approachability is my best quality. People just love approaching me. Okay, you guys kind of feel like approaching me. A lot of people have approached me today asking for weed. I'm not a local, just so you guys know. I like that little laugh, it's good. I enjoyed it. Man, like, Tinder's a weird thing. Like, for those of you who haven't used Tinder, like, it's just like, you just have to, like, judge people based off how they look and just, like, determine whether or not they're a good mate for you or not. Like, this is my process. Like, if she's with her friends at a beach, instant no. I know that she has body confidence and I don't. We're not going to be compatible. If she's at a nightclub with her friends, instant no. She should know nighttime's video game time. She should know that. That should be inbuilt. Honestly, if she's just smiling, I'm just like, no, confidence? Ugh. No. I don't have a lighter. I don't know why I was going to put that in my mouth. Oh, shit. Oh, you're being operated.
Light it up. Yeah.
Is it public?
I'm a really bad thrower, sorry, mate. Who was that? My dad doesn't like me having long hair. This is going to be a joke that doesn't go down well. My dad hates me having long hair. He says it makes me look like a wimp. Like he recently said to me, Gavin, you're such a fat pussy. I'm surprised you're not still attached to your mother. My sister's not much better, you know. She like recently saw me and she's like, you look like Jesus Christ if he wanted to kill himself. I think this one's like my favourite one. My mum thinks I look like kinda good. She's like, you look like the kind of bikie that would sell acid instead of meth. I'm like, thank you. I'm doing good for the world. Doing good. But yeah, like I'm really concerned like about my hair. Because it's one of those things, like I'm so paranoid about how people view me. And but my problem with getting a haircut is that every time I get a haircut, I look like a different type of sex offender. Just fucking somehow, tough life. And I was thinking of getting dreadlocks, but like I was telling a lot of people like I was gonna get dreadlocks. So like, Gavin, please don't, because you look like Bob Marley fucked meatloaf. I think that's enough for me. Thank you.
Scott, baby, and keep it going with my man mardigrass.
Hello, are you alive? Yeah, we're fucking alive. Hello, everybody. Are you doing well? Yes, good shit. I love to be in Nimbin. This is my third time. And can anyone beat Kyle's 4 in a row? I'm sure we've got some old timers here. She's going. Lost in the hand. I actually got asked. Does anyone get asked by random people for drugs all the time? Just you and me, buddy. Just the only guys that look like cult leaders here, I guess. The first person, honestly, I was in Nimbin for like half an hour. Someone just like appeared out of the bushes. They were like, "Oi, mate, do you have any DMT?" No hello, no nothing. Right? I didn't have any on me, right? But he was like, "Yeah, man, I want to try this DMT again. I tried it a month ago. It was fucking really intense. I want to try it again." It was actually super intense because DMT was the first drug that I ever did. He started with DMT. Can you believe that? That's like losing your virginity in a gangbang. That is way too much at the beginning. You're gonna ease your way into that shit. This whole place is really nice to be here because it reminds me of my childhood. Anyone else's mum smoke bongs here? Yeah? Could have fucking guessed it. This guy over here. Any mums that smoke bongs in the crowd? Yes, mummy pride. What's your name at the back? What is it? Donna. That's a good fucking bong smoking mum name right there. Fucking Donna, pass it. Pass that shit. Put the fucking Teletubbies on. Do you have a ceramic or like a ceramic bong, or do you do like the Powerade bottle? Classy. Good shit. I'm not gonna lie, I can't hear you now, Donna. I appreciate your contribution. My mum's name's Shelley. and she loves a good bong. My mum smoked bongs my whole life, right? I only, children! I'm talking about my neglectful mother. No. I didn't even know what a bong was, right? You kids over there, I'm sure you fucking know what a bong is. You're here, right?
Of course we do.
That's an 8-year-old. I feel like I've gone back in time to my childhood and I'm being heckled by me. A more enlightened version of me. I didn't know what a bong was. My mum was really good at hiding her bong usage from my brother and I. My brother and I, first 15 years of my life, I didn't even know what a bong was, right? But I just fucking heard the noise all around the house. It was like hiding in the walls and shit. I'd hear it coming out of nowhere, just... playing PlayStation and just hear that out of nowhere. Just... Had no idea my mum had a drug problem. We thought she just had some secret room in the house, had a jacuzzi in it. It's winter, mum. Holding out on us. Stop being fucking selfish. Let us in. People get tense when they think you grew up around drugs, but I suppress all the harsh memories and I just remember all the good shit. That's how I do it. Just natural human coping mechanism, right? I have no memory of my mum and all her friends getting raided in our house, right? The only thing I remember is like the junior constable distracting me in the other room and he was beating me at Mario Kart. Who uses Wario? It's fucking... Not relatable enough for the people here. Kids at the back, Wario, out of... No, I didn't get it. Out of your thing. I feel like... Where are the Aussies in the room? Well, in the tent, yeah. I feel like there's something about Australian people and drugs, like Aussies and drugs that, you know, like if you smoke weed and you're from like a culture that, you know, has some substance, you know, have like a spiritual experience, but there's something about like an Aussie guy at like a doof on MDMA, it just makes him want to put on a kimono for some reason. He's like, I went to sushi train once on a samurai, fuck yeah! Right? Last 2 years ago when I first came here, I had the best experience. I met these dudes at the campsite. One of them, this guy was named, welcome to the show. I met these guys at the campsite and they were like, where are the Queenslanders in the crowd? Make some noise. Yeah, Queenslanders. It's good. There's some battler stoners up in Queensland, mate. They breed them rough up here, right? Like dare ice coffee bottle bongs and shit, right? I sat in a ring of eskies with these guys in the campsite and there was only like, it was like 4 in the morning, right? No one else was awake and they told me to, yeah, come on, pull up a fucking chair. So I sat down and everyone was passing the bong around and then the ringleader pointed across to his friend and he was like, oi mate, my mate Chezza just dropped acid. So I got to watch as a guy called Chezza. Yes, he looks exactly like what you're imagining, right? I got to watch that acid hit him for the first time and he'd never done it before. And this was I was so glad I was there. He showed off his fucking esky. He was like, boys, can you feel it? Can you feel it in your waters, boys? Hey? They're like, no man, you're the only one that's done the acid. Sorry, dude. I don't know if you've ever done acid and none of your friends are doing acid. It's a fucking hard time. No one can see the colours, so he started getting aggressive. Boys, you can't see it. Sure, you gotta be able to see this shit. Started getting loud. Shut up, man. People trying to sleep. Boys, you can't feel this. Hey, come on. Chezza, shut up. And then he said the best sentence I've ever heard. Chezza, shut up. He was like, nah, boys, because I can see the sands of time, cunts. That's such a good sentence. Such a good sentence. I hear shit like that all the time. Like I heard the most Aussie/polite thing I ever heard. 2 guys just coming out of the convenience store or the fucking supermarket up there. One of them had a Kit Kat. These guys were fucked. It was just like, I don't know how they were standing, right? Just classic Aussie larrikins. One of them had a Kit Kat and he offered his friend some Kit Kat, but his friend refused, but then he insisted. But it was the Aussie and polite version, right? He was like, oi mate, do you want to have some fucking? Yeah. Nah, I'm good, fucking. That's good. Oh, you fucking take one, you cunt. Isn't that the most Aussie and simultaneously polite set? I feel like Australia is like the only country on the planet where you can start a sentence with fuck, end it with cunt, and then 2 people end up with chocolate at the end of that sentence somehow. What do we live in Bogan Narnia down here? What the fuck's going on, people? Guys, this has been my first set. I'm going to be back on the other nights. I'll be Marty Bright. See you later, everybody.
Marley Brian, everybody, let him hear it. Good shit. Thank you very much. We're gonna keep it rolling. We got our next act all the way from Perth. We got anybody from Perth here tonight? No, but we got a standing ovation from this guy. Nice, thanks for coming, sir. All the way from Perth. Nobody gives a shit. Put it up for the man with the mullets. Give it up for Brett Blake. G'day, legends. How are we? We're good, yeah? Woo! I thought I'd buy a cool hat to fit in with all you guys. What do you reckon? Yeah, I bought it from the Gold Coast. It's pretty obvious. It's a very interesting town. There's more fluoro utes in the Gold Coast than Perth, and that makes my little bogan dick hard. So, side note for you guys. But I'll tell you guys a little bit about myself. When I'm not doing comedy, I work in removals. Oh, really, Brad? You look like a scientist. Yeah, removals. But I like my job. Like every day is different, right? Like the other day, I went to a house, right? And it was a divorced couple, and they were both home. I was like, this will be good. Right, I went to the room where the lady was, and I helped her move like a couch or something like that. She just turns to me, she goes, yeah? Don't worry about damaging that. That's just his shit. That's just his shit. I was like, thank God you're a single man. I think I love you. Right, then went to the room where the dude was, and I helped him move like a picture frame or something like that. He just turns to me, goes, yeah? Don't worry about damaging that. That's just her shit. That's just her shit, right? And then all day was like that, right? It was like, don't worry about damaging his shit. Don't worry about damaging her shit. His shit, her shit, his shit, her shit. I was like, guys. I am a professional removalist. I could be damaging both your shit. Now, everybody scuff those walls. It was me. Too many breakfast beers. That's good. But no one here has been to Western Australia before. Give us a cheer if you have. Oh, one person. Oh, nice one. Oh, man. Nice. Pleasure. Have you been to regional WA? You've been to regional WA before?
Yeah, I lived in Kalgoorlie.
Oh, you live in Calgary? Oh, my parents are from Boulder. Yes, we respect. Oh, that's great. Right, man, Perth is the most isolated city, right? And recently I was in Kununurra, which is a remote town in WA, right? And to get to Kununurra, Perth, the most isolated city in the world, right? To get to Kununurra, you need to drive 10 hours up, right? And you're still about 6 hours away, right? It is fucking remote, right? I was recently in Kununurra, right? There's not a lot to do there, right? But I was recently doing one of the top 5 things they recommend to do on TripAdvisor. I was in the bottle shop. Right, I was in the bottle shop in Kununurra, right? And I put a carton of beer on the table, right? And the guy who looked like he was about 15 behind the counter goes to me, he goes, mate, can I see some ID? Like, in what world is this 12? You know what I mean? Like, if this is 12, there is something in the water, run immediately. You know what I mean? Like I'm 30 now, and I no longer feel like I need ID. Like, my ID when I'm making an alcoholic purchase is the desperation in my eyes. Like my ID is the shake in my hand. Like, my ID is the fact that it's 12 o'clock on a Tuesday and I'm making my 3rd purchase, right? That is my ID, right? And this guy goes to me, goes, mate, can I see some ID? And I just said, no. And he just gave me the beer. Like in my mind he went, nah, that's a man move, yeah. A little boy would have ran, right? Well, then he said the weirdest thing at the end. He goes, just so you know, here in Kununurra, regional WA, we have a drinking problem. And due to our drinking problem, we have a maximum daily limit of alcohol that can be consumed in Kununurra. I was like, oh yeah? What's that? And he goes, 2 cartons of beer. Like, who the fuck are these loose units that 2 cartons of beer is reining in your behaviour? Like, who the fuck is sitting on 48 beers and going, thank God I'm allowed my 49th? I might embarrass myself. That's good. I'm not one of those people who get starstruck recently, right? But I was in Hobart. Sorry to brag. I was in Hobart. Well, I was doing some gigs. Right? I was on a date with a lovely lady, right? I was on this date with a lovely lady, and I'm not one of those guys who gets starstruck.
right? I'm not one of those people, if I saw Beyonce, I would be like, oh my God, it's Beyonce, right? But I recently did get starstruck, right? Because I managed to meet the guy that headbutted Tony Abbott. Yes, or as he elegantly put it, nut that cunt, right? Right? Fuck man, it's so good, right? I was on this date with this lovely lady, right? This guy walks into the bar. I was like, oh my God, that is the guy that just headbutted Tony Abbott, right? And just in case you don't know what this guy looks like, he looks like your assumptions, right? He looks like he definitely would headbutt Tony Abbott, right? Right, so he walks in, I was like, oh my God, that is the guy that just headbutted Tony Abbott, right? And the girl I'm with turns around, she goes, oh yeah, that's Asterix. I was like, man, do you know this guy? Like, you've got to introduce me, like I'm a big fan of his work. Like, get me in there, like I'm getting to sign my titties or some shit, it'll be fucking sick, right? Right? And then she's like, look, not a problem at all, right? We started walking our way over there, right? And I said to her, I was like, oh, just out of curiosity, how do you actually know him? She goes, oh, we used to date. I was like, good to know you definitely have a type. And maybe don't mention we're on a date. He's very head-buddy, right? Anyway, once we walk up to this, she goes, look, don't worry about it. You guys will go like a house on fire, right? He's from Perth, you're from Perth. I was like, man, you didn't need to say he's from Perth. Alright, I just assumed, right? That is where all the reckless champions are from, right? Well, and I walk up to him, she goes, anyway, this is my mate Brett, he's all the way from Perth, right? And he turns around and he says something to me I will never forget, right? Something hopefully one day I will pass on to my children. Right, he turns around and says, Perth! Did a lot of meth there! And then just fucked off. I guess it's true what they say. You should never meet your heroes. And once again confirming she definitely does have a type. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll bring you back onto your wonderful MC, Carl Legacy. Give it up, yes! Yes, Carl Legacy.
Don't even clap for him, that was fucking awful. Jesus Christ. Oh my Lord, just give a clap for his mother, maybe. Just give it up for his mother. She raised him to that. Oh my Lord. He will be back every night. Sorry. He's sharing a tent with me, I've got no choice. You think it's bad listening to him? I've got to rub up. Well, you don't need to know, alright? It's a two-man tent, but it should be a one. Anyway, let's get it going. We got a guy all the way from South Africa. We got any fans of South Africa? What am I even yelling at this point? You know what I mean? Has anyone been to South Africa? No? Well, we got a real life one for you. You've always wondered, and we got one. We caught him on the road somewhere, but he's here anyway. And he's a little rascal, and I'm glad to call him my friend. So let's put him together for the Nelson Mandela of comedy. Give it up for Ruben.
Hello. Hello, white people. How are you all doing? A lot of white people here today. That's great, that's great. My name is Ruben. Happy mardigrass, everybody. So good to be here. This is my third mardigrass. Anybody who's done more than 3, make some noise? 7 of you. That's great, that's great. That's awesome. Anyways, guys, my name's Ruben. I'm Indian, but I was born in South Africa. And when I was 12, me and my parents moved over to New Zealand. And when we moved to New Zealand, I was really worried about what it was going to be like. You know, was it going to be friendly? Or was it going to be racist? I really wasn't sure. And when I got to New Zealand, it was rugby season. Rugby season at that time. And when I got off the plane, I saw a bunch of people wearing t-shirts saying, I love all blacks. I thought, yes. We have picked the right place. Good fucking work. We've made the right choice. Yes, good stuff, good stuff. Anyways, I am Indian, but I don't really look Indian. You know, I look very racially ambiguous. It's kind of hard to tell. And I've been playing on Tinder. Anybody know what Tinder is? Yeah. For those of you who don't know what Tinder is, it's an app on your phone where you can find guys or girls, and you swipe and swipe and swipe until you get chlamydia. That's how that one works. So yeah, but I've been playing on Tinder, and yeah, I've been the subject of some racial confusion. Some racial confusion on Tinder, and I understand that. That makes sense. Anyway, I matched with this girl. We went on a date, and partway through the date, she says to me, "Oh, Ruben, this is not what I expected. And I was like, okay, what do you mean? She's like, oh, you know, you're a comedian. I thought you'd be funny. You're a black guy. I thought you'd be like kind of like rough and street. This is just nice and affectionate. And I was like, okay, should I punch you in the face? Or what do you want here? But should I, what I really like is to be tied up. And I was like, okay, fair enough. So we went back to her place. She's tied up. I had my clothes off. She had her clothes off. And then she says these words to me. Oh, Ruben, I'm so excited. I've never been with a black guy before. And I was like, okay, I'm Indian. And then she did this thing with her face, like this look of like terror and disgust, like I tricked her, like I swindled her somehow. You know, it was like like I was hanging out the whole time being like, huh, I was Indian this whole time. Oh, I nearly got away with it. Pretty close. But I'm pretty much killing it on Tinder. I get like 3, maybe 4 matches a year. Anyway. But it was too late. She couldn't do anything. She couldn't go anywhere because she was tied up. Bit too dark. Fair enough, that's right. You guys probably, oh, fucking hell. Has the acid kicked in? I feel like it's real. Anyways, so you guys might also notice that I'm quite little, I'm quite small. Not an illusion, sir. I actually am this size. And it's the thing, like I get mistaken for a child. This is the thing that's happened. I've been mistaken for a child. I was in Melbourne. Just 2 weeks ago, and it was about 3:30 in the afternoon. Hey guys, yo, we can I'm like right here. I can fucking hear you, man. That brought the energy up. Anyway, fucking guys. Alright. Yeah, I was in Melbourne just a couple of weeks ago. I've been mistaken for a child. And I get it, I understand. It was like 3:30 in the afternoon. I was wearing a backpack, I had a baseball hat on, facing this direction. Lots of other school kids in the area. And the ticket conductor, he came across to check the cars, check the tickets. And he was like, tickets, points to me. And it's like, you there, young man. Get out your student ID. So I got a little bit flustered, a little bit annoyed. Instead of saying, hey, look, sorry, I'm an adult. Therefore, I have purchased an adult ticket. So sorry for the confusion. Have a good day, champ. I wish I said that. But instead I stood up and said, I'm a man! I'm a man. It's like the gift that keeps on giving. I live in a share house with 4 boys in Sydney. And we live next door to this young family. They've got like 4 young boys. But there's like this weird rivalry that goes on between like our adults and their children. Like during school holidays, things heat up. They knock on our door. They run away. They throw water bombs at us, that kind of thing. So we thought we'd get them back. They were having their first boy-girl party. So we thought, oh, it's our best chance to ruin them. Our plan was like, hey man, we've got these cop uniforms in the garage. Let's put these uniforms on, pretend to be like police, shut down their party, ruin their fun because we fucking hate those kids, we fucking do. And so we did. I was in the front, he was in the back, I knocked on the door. And one of the first things one of the kids yelled out when I knocked on the door was, hey look! They ordered a midget stripper! I fucking hate those kids. Easiest $20 I ever made, so I can't really complain. There. I didn't grow up in Africa. Anybody here from Africa? That never really gets a response, I don't know why, but anyway. I grew up in Africa, and there's like major differences between Australia and Africa. Like one of the main ones is guys in Australia love to go to the gym. They love to work out. This is like a big deal. This is like not such a big deal for African children. But I would love for someone to explain this concept of a gym to a third world African child. I would love this. And they call the kid over like, Kobile, come here, come. This is a gym. This is where white people come when they eat too much food. They spend $12 a week, but most of the time they eat so much food they cannot be fucked to go. Fucking white people. Okay, alright. I'm gonna get out of you guys. You guys have been great. I'll see you guys real soon.
Look at that, everybody. The people's champion. Nice. We got it. We got 4 more acts in this show, guys. Do we have the energy for 4 more comedians? Make some noise. Fucking yes, nice. If you guys are standing outside, we got a bunch of seats. they've started running away. That's fair enough. If you want to sit down, we got a bunch of seats. I'm speaking Latin. It's a dead language, but I know it. And we got our next act all the way from Wollongong, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, exactly. We got some heavy hitters here tonight. Put your hands together for the one and only. I don't know if you've seen the new Jeepers Creepers movie, but you're about to see the trailer. Put your hands together for Lachlan Brooks.
Oh, hello, nice to be here. How are we, guys? Looking good. He brought me on his Jeepers Creepers. The worst, he's trying to say that I'm ugly or something. Fancy that. He looks like a foot with an afro. God bless him. Guys, I love being here. This is my first time to Nimbin. It's blowing my mind. I've been smoking weed for years. It's great to be. This is like the first festival where I feel everyone's just really cool, you know what I mean? Because I've been to other festivals with dirty hippies and they're just not as cool, you know what I mean? Like, this is like the cool crowd that smokes weed. And I love that everyone's just so great, like you know what I mean? Like, you know how there's some people who are just really anal with drugs? They hate people that take drugs. You know what I mean? Like, those people just suck, right? Like, you know what, I was reading an article the other day about our athletes, right? And apparently, those motherfuckers get on the drugs too, right? They're like a bit of doping, yeah? And it's like, remember the most famous case of an athlete taking drugs, like that Lance Armstrong, right? He did the Tour de France, yeah, and he was just cooked off his tits the whole time, right? And all the drug people said, oh no, he doesn't deserve that win. He was on drugs. You know what I mean? And I looked at him, I go, no, he fucking does deserve that win. Because the last time I was on drugs, I couldn't even fucking find my bike. Right? Will I get on it and win the Tour de France? Give that man the fucking medal. Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You guys are into it. Love it. Well, I'll tell you a funny story with this guy Carl. Right? The last festival we did, right, we got in trouble. We got in trouble with the cops, right? So we got booked to do one of these weird hippie festivals. There's like, they're not all weed smokers, so they're not all cool. You know what I mean? And there was 3,000 hippies at this festival, right? And we were booked to do like an hour comedy show for them. Right, and I'm like, I'm not going into this fucking, you know, sea of debauchery without a big bag of weed, some mushies, bit of Xanax, bit of Valium, just in case, you know, you never know what's going to happen, right? And so I had that in a spare tyre, right? And so I was like, we'll be sweet, okay? And we pull up to this festival and there's cops. Like, they've got the whole thing, they've got like a checkpoint that you've got to get through, right? And I had prepared, right? But this guy was freaking out. He's like, oh my fucking God, what am I going to fucking do? I'm going to lose my fucking visa. Right? He's freaking out. He's like, fucking hell. I've got a fucking afro. I'm so fucking ugly. And I just roast the other comedians because I'm fucking the Carl legacy. Right? He's a dickhead. Right? So, anyway, he's freaking out. Right? And I'm like, dude, I got this. Right? And what I did, this is something you guys can do. It's a little smart trick. Right, what I did was I put a fake joint in the car, right? So I had the real drugs in the spare tyre of the car, and I just had a little fake joint in a backpack, right? So we pull up, the cops come to the car, right? The cop walks up and he goes, righto boys, got any drugs in the car? And I was like, yes officer, yes we do. I've got a joint in the back, right? And he was like, oh, bloody legend, you're being honest with us, what a great guy you are. Right, yeah, oh yeah, we got him, yeah, we got him, right? He's like, just pull up over here and we'll make this nice and easy for you, right? I was like, yes, this is going to be good. Right, so we go over there and they're like, can you just get the joint out for us, right? And we're like, yeah, I'll get the joint out, get me fake joint out. Right? It was just literally a cigarette, right? But I wasn't going to give them any fucking weed to take from it, you know what I mean? So I pull the joint out and they're laughing at it, they're like, is that all you got, you know? And we're like, yeah, you know, we're comedians, ha ha, you know. And he's like, they're like, what are you guys doing here? We're like, oh, we're doing a comedy show for all the hippies. He's like, oh, great. And they start telling the other cops, right? Then the other cops just start spruiking the show for us. They're like, yeah, these boys are pulling the other cars up. Like, yeah, these boys will be in the chai tent at 10 p.m. Get there. And I was like, yeah, just getting arrested right now, but we will be in the festival. Right? Yeah, we will be in there. So then we pull up to the side, right? And then this fucking like big cop comes out with a dog. He's like, righto, what we'll do is we'll just get the dog to go through the car, make sure you boys aren't lying, and then we'll have you on your way. And I'm just like, yeah, ooh, man. Woo, nice and easy, let's do it. Okay. Come this far, right? So the dog goes through the car, right? And it's going through the car, sniffing everything. Right, and it gets to the boot where the drugs are, and I'm like, oh shit, here it comes. Right, and the dog sits down, signals to the cop. There is drugs in the car, right? And the cop just looks at me straight away and goes, what else is in the car? And in my head, I was like, well look, I've come this far, I'm just going to keep lying. I was like, oh, it was just the joint, I swear. And he's like, whereabouts was the joint? And I was like, right where the dog was just sniffing. And he's like, oh, that must have been what it was. Come on, Percy Pooch. Drags it away, and the dog's face was like, no cunt, there's fucking drugs in the fucking car. What are we fucking doing? Take me back. Right? Fucking, and we got through it, and they go, oh, boys, have a good festival. Like, we will now, you dickheads. Jesus Christ. And I've been Locker Brooks, thanks very much.
Locker Brooks, everybody, let them hear it! Yes, nice. We got our next act is all the way from America. He's going to be headlining here on Saturday night. Put your hands together. Let's give him a warm, nimble welcome. It's his first time. Give it up for Patrick Melton!
I'm not even gonna like try to do comedy. I'm fucked out of my mind. I'm drunk. Fuck you people. Like, this is a crazy world to live in. And you can look at me nuts all you want, but you're the crazy ones. A lot of comics like laughter, not me. I'm not even a fucking comedian. This is my make-a-wish. Guys, I am fucked out of my mind. It's my first time ever in Australia, and you shouldn't allow noobs to come over here and do this fucking goddamn festival. This is insane. And by the way, you're already like weirder and harder than Americans in every goddamn way. In every way. I did a gig in Newcastle the other night. I've never seen this. Let me tell you this. 2 times this week, I've seen people piss their goddamn pants. What's happening in Australia? Get some fucking diapers. I don't know what's occurring here, but it's out of control. I was in Newcastle doing a gig, had a great show. After the show, the bar I was doing the gig at closed, and I was like, where can we go? And they told me to go to this hotel called the Kent. I went to the Kent, and it was fucking awesome. We're smoking cigarettes out by the Pokies. We're getting drunk. I went inside to get a drink, and I see a woman who's probably in her mid-50s who looks like Ursula the Sea Witch from The Little Mermaid with tits that are out to here. I'm not shitting you, but just like witch hair, just gross witch hair. You know what I'm talking about? I've seen some of you around the festival. Anyway, she was making out with a guy who looked like he also should not be making out with anybody. You know what I mean? And I was like, good on him. And I went back and I smoked a cigarette and drank that drink. And then I went back to get another drink. And I look over and this bitch is making out with another guy. What is happening, Newcastle? Jesus Christ. I go back in. We come back, me and my friend, we sit at a table inside the bar. She comes over, starts pushing up on him. And this is, I swear to God, she kept repeating this. I've never heard this phrase in my life. Go fuck yourself, cunt. Go fuck yourself, cunt. We're comedians, so we're dying laughing. This is the funniest thing I've ever heard. She's like, you're fucking ugly, cunt. It feels good to say. Go fuck yourself, cunt. I can't stop saying it. I say it to everybody. I'm at McDonald's drive-thru. They hand me my bag of food. I'm like, go fuck yourself, cunt. I don't know what the fuck is happening here. It is out of control. She comes over, she starts pushing up on me. I put my leg out, my arm out to get this fucking woman. She smells like grandmas and vanilla. And I'm pushing her away. I swear to God, she's like groping me and touching my face. And just, I look at the security guard, he comes over, he's like, what's the problem? I'm like, if I did this to her, I'd be in jail. Get her the fuck off me. She's like, these guys want to fuck me, cunt. I'm like, there's not enough alcohol in your goddamn country to get me to fuck you. I'm sorry, Australia. There's not. They kicked her out of the bar. I swear to God, she gets out in front of the bar. She goes, is this what this is really about? Is this what this is really about? On the second about, when her hands went down, piss just came pouring out of this woman. On the sidewalk, it turned into a real SeaWorld show. People up front got wet. It was fucking insane. Like, there was so much piss, like, people were walking by and they were just shoe print, and the security guard was fucking epic. He just shoved her in a cab. Covered in piss. So that's your country. And I am high, and none of that I've ever said before, but fuck you people. I was on a train, we drove up here from Sydney, it took 10 hours, but I was on a train to Kyle's house, because Kyle and I rode up together, and I was on a train to Kyle's house, and there was a guy in a wheelchair who looked like Stephen Hawking, but like more annoying. And I don't have a problem with anybody in a wheelchair. If you have a disability or an injury or something like that, that's not your fucking fault. But if you're fucking annoying, that's probably your goddamn fault. And this guy, his whole shtick, what he would do is when the announcement would say, like, this train stops at Central, he would say it along with the fucking announcer, and then he would just look at everybody on the train like, eh? I did it. Like, did you hear me? Like, fuck off. I'm trying to enjoy a nice train ride. And then I wanted to just like, I wanted to take him and like just push him into facing a corner. You know what I mean? I don't know if you're allowed to do that with wheelchair people, but I wanted to. He's fucking crazy. Like, this guy was fucking nuts. And then he started like doing the thing like when the train started braking, he would go like, train is slowing down now. I took his wheelchair and I shoved it in between the gap of the train and the platform. Go fuck yourself, cunt! I didn't do that, but I wish I would have. It's good to be here in Nimbin. This is fucking crazy to be here. It's insane that you people are like smoking weed while we're watching a show, and I could smoke weed up here if I wanted, but believe me, I've had enough. So that's cool. I'm not one of these people who thinks like weed doesn't, like I think weed should be legal, but I'm not one of these people who thinks like weed doesn't like alter you. You know what I mean? I learned something about myself, and I've been smoking weed for 15 years, but I learned something about myself last night. I can't put up a goddamn tent without weed. I'll tell you that. You ever tried to do that with poles and shit? I look like a fat guy trying to exercise in some kind of new Zumba class. It's fucked up. I have to smoke weed to put a tent together. I've learned that. Some people shouldn't smoke weed. I was in a bathroom trying to take a shit and jerk off the slowest loading internet pictures ever. Not even video, pictures. I went back to the 90s. And a guy, I forgot that this was even allowed, but people have children here, which is nuts, and I hope none of them have seen this, but a guy brought his daughter into the bathroom next to me, and because she had to use the bathroom, and a guy can't like take her into the ladies' room, which is appropriate, but then she couldn't go. Like, she's like, I can't go, I can't do it. And he's like, you told me you had to take a poo, or however your accents go. And she's like, yeah, but I can't. And he's like, you made me walk all this way to take a poo. You take a poo. And I'm sitting here, again, looking at porn. So it's very odd with a hard dick and a kid next door. Yeah, exactly, ma'am. You're not wrong. So I'm getting softer by the minute. They're arguing about poo. He smokes so much weed, he expects like a logical response out of this bitch. You know what I mean? Like, she's gonna be like, well, I thought I had to, but it turns out I don't. And the body's a complicated thing, and our colons are a wonder. I don't know what the fuck he expected from her, but she was like, 4. And finally, he got her dressed again, arguing with her the whole time, and as they went out the door, I heard him say, you can't tell me what to do. How many problems does this guy have? And weed isn't fixing them? Get fucked. I need to leave. I don't know how much time I've done, and frankly, I don't care. I'll burn this tent down.
Enough.
Enough? Okay, we'll wrap it up. Don't clap at me, lady. I'll come back here. Doing all the drugs. I fucking love it. It's been great. If you think weed doesn't affect you, just look at your roosters here, because they crow all goddamn night long, and they must be high as shit just from residual smoke. We were sitting around like 7 comics today. We were just smoking weed, and we saw 2 roosters run across the field, and then a dog get loose from its leash and start chasing the roosters, and we all turned around just like, what's gonna happen next? And I went, holy shit, it's true. Stoners love animal documentaries. Thank you guys very much. My name's Patrick. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Patrick Mellon, everybody, let him hear it. Yes, nice. Good shit. We got 2 acts left, ladies and gentlemen. Can I get the energy for 2 more acts? Let me hear you. Yeah. That's not good enough. Let's get it popping. Let's go. Come on, baby. Let's live it up. Give it up for Justin Young. Oh, don't keep it going. I'm not too worried about it, eh?
How we doing, guys? Fucking alright? Yeah? Nah? Not sure? I smoke too much fucking weed. I seriously don't know how I feel at the moment, but I know I could eat something. Yeah, something like that. Guys, I don't do comedy. Seems like half the other people here tonight don't either, but that's another story. Now, what I like to do is I like to just answer questions. You guys cool with that? That's it. I'm an open book. Fire away. You guys ask me a question. I try to provide a funny answer. If we get a laugh, we move on. If not, we're all in pain, right? How old am I? How old do you think I am? Old enough to be your dad or old enough to be your daddy? Okay, cool. Probably both, but hey, why not? See, that's how it works. Question, laugh, bang, move on. Anyone else got a question? Don't be afraid, guys. Like, you guys aren't heckling me. I'm fucking inviting you, alright? It's really a reverse heckle. Like, it's more of a heckle if you guys say nothing, alright?
What's the funniest shit you've seen while you're on tour?
Oh, funniest shit I've seen while I'm on tour? Fuck, man, to be honest, I don't really tour that much. I mean, this is the highlight of my touring life at the moment. No, it's the dream. But luckily, here's the sort of place where you see all sorts of fucking gnarly shit, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like you just rock into town and you see a year's worth of weird shit in like fucking one night. You know, Patrick was saying about how Aussies piss themselves. Dead set, that was the craziest thing I saw, and that was last night, alright? Someone in the communal area in the campground, literally, it was just shit-faced, had a bit too much scotch, a bit too much weed. At one point, he had a little bit of an accident, alright? We've all been there, I get it. But his response was insane, because instead of owning it, right, all he did was just go to ground, like this, for an hour and a fucking half, till everyone else went to bed. It's like, dude, we know. Just leave. You know, go clean yourself up, bro, it's fine. Guess not. To be honest, we woke up in the morning and he was still there. I thought, man, I don't know what he was doing. Keep going? You got a question, buddy? No? Yep.
Where do you come from?
Where do I come from? My mum and my dad, they love each other very much, right? And I saw this video when I was younger. The shit you can put in cartoons, you know what I mean? Like, all of a sudden live action sex ed, that's porn, you know what I mean? But you can animate it and show it to 6-year-olds without a problem. Okay, maybe I got that talk a little bit too early, you know what I mean? Mum had 4 kids, I think she was just trying to save time by this point. She was just like, well fuck it, one of you's 12, you can all watch it. I feel sorry for my 3-year-old brother at the time. I'm from Perth, man. As he said, all Reckless Loose unit champions are from fucking Perth. Bang, here I am, baby. Reckless! I'm really not. I'm actually a very reserved individual. Keep it covered, guys. Just, you know. No, I think that's it, guys. That's my time. The MC clapping me off. You guys have a wonderful night. I'm Justin Jones.